Greetings! This is the Critter Podcast, and I'm Kali Kross. Today's episode is about how ancient Pacific Islanders made massive stone giants dance across their homeland using nothing but human ingenuity and physics. You know what's deeply unsettling? When centuries-old mysteries get solved, and the answer makes you feel like an idiot for overthinking it. Easter Island's Moai statues, those brooding stone giants scattered across a remote Pacific island, just had their transportation mystery cracked wide open. And honestly, it's both brilliant and mildly insulting to our collective intelligence. For generations, we've stared at nearly 1,000 statues, some weighing up to 92 tons, wondering how they traveled across the island. The theories were deliciously dramatic. Massive wooden sleds, armies of workers, or, naturally, our favorite explanation for anything inconvenient, alien intervention. But archaeologist Carl Lippo recently proved what the Rapa Nui people have been saying all along through their oral traditions. The statues walked. Not metaphorically walked, they rocked side to side in a coordinated motion, guided by ropes and human teamwork. Lippo's team tested this with a 4.5-ton replica, and 18 people moved it like they were teaching a stone giant to dance. As one researcher noted, once you get it moving, it isn't hard at all. Here's what makes this discovery particularly humbling for those of us who analyze human behavior. We were so convinced ancient civilizations needed impossible technology that we ignored the elegant solution hiding in plain sight. Those D-shaped bases and forward-leaning postures weren't artistic choices, they were engineering features. The roads weren't random pathways, but specifically designed for this zigzag walking motion. Secrets are like physics. You can complicate them with elaborate theories, but eventually, simplicity cuts through the noise. More after our break.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners, Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
This revelation exposes something uncomfortable about how we view human capability. We assumed massive populations and complex hierarchies were necessary, when the reality was small, efficient teams with profound understanding of leverage and momentum. It's the difference between brute force and intelligence, something I find particularly fascinating when examining human ingenuity. The walking statue theory faced decades of academic skepticism, precisely because it seemed too elegant. Critics favored dragging theories, more labor-intensive, more conventionally realistic. But sometimes the most sophisticated solution looks effortless once you understand it. Every time we default to extraterrestrial explanations for ancient achievements, we're declaring our ancestors too primitive for creative problem-solving. The Moai walked because brilliant human minds figured out how to make stone dance with physics, not because visitors from another world needed to flex their technological superiority. This isn't just archaeological news. It's a reminder about recognizing innovation where we've been programmed to see impossibility. The next time something seems too complex to solve with available resources, remember Easter Island's walking giants. Sometimes the answer isn't more complicated technology or alien assistance. Sometimes it's just better thinking, preserved in oral tradition, and waiting patiently for us to stop looking for impossible explanations. Human creativity doesn't need extraterrestrial intervention to be extraordinary. It just needs patience, physics, and people willing to make stones dance. Thanks for listening to the Critter Podcast with me, Kali Kross. If you liked this cosmic show, tap that follow button and the 5th star in our ratings. And remember, the truth is out there.
Grep News. Thomas.